All right, if you clicked on this, you already know what's going on. So this is my 2010 Tacoma, and today I'm doing some headlights. I'm currently running some $20 special Amazon LED headlights, better than halogen, but I don't know how good they are compared to AUXITO's X5 series. So they reached out to me to review these. They claim 800% over halogen, and here's some of the stuff on them. I haven't opened them up yet, but yeah, so we're gonna check these guys out and see what they do. Okay, so here's what comes in the box. You get some super cool gloves for handling these LEDs. Make sure you don't get any of your oils from your hands all over it, because that's no good. And you get some stickies for these igniter ballast dillies. I got a guy on here that always comments on anything I do electrical or LED wise, so I'm sure he'll tell us, but igniter, ballast, what is it? I don't know. And some zip ties. So let's throw one of these guys in and see if we can notice the difference. It's daytime out, as you can see, but let's see if we can notice the difference from budget to not budget in the daytime, and then we'll also try it at night. All right, so these headlights come out pretty easy. Just a little bit of a tight space, but anyways, you just unplug this guy. Then there's this rubber boot that's in here. If you can get your fingers in the right spot to pull that guy out. There we go. So this guy just pulls right out, slowly but surely. Little rubber boot dilly. And then you have a little retaining clip that can be somewhat of a pain to hook and unhook, but it's more tedious than anything. There we go. All right, so let's back out here, and you can see these super fancy LEDs I have in here. These aren't bad, but they're not expensive. So let's see what we can do. Make sure you put on your super cool glove, at least one. Look at that. Oh wow, way nice. One thing I would like to point out is that note the orientation of this, like, I don't know, this collar. So you can spin these, and that's where that O-ring is located at, is in here. But if you notice, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of see where this bottoms out at. So this, it doesn't rotate 360 degrees. It only goes so far. So this being the bottom, because it's the way these ears are oriented in there, is like the top one is the big one. The two bottoms are slightly smaller. But anyways, whenever this is all the way, it is almost not perfectly straight up and down. So I'm not really sure, but we're gonna slap it in there and see how that looks. So now I will carefully, very carefully, try and put this guy down in there. We're going with two gloves. Let's see where it takes us. So I can actually grab the head of this. So one thing I am noticing is I'm gonna have to squeeze this guy up through there to get it over this. Now I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. I might have to put this on first, maybe, but that's gonna be a real chore to take this collar off, put this guy over that, and then I don't know if this will block those fans also. Something to think about. I don't know if I like this setup, but we'll see. Because otherwise I'm exposing the whole inside of that, so I do have to put that boot on. How are we going to do this? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So I took this collar off, stuck it through the boot, and as you can see here, the boot is going to cut off that airflow in a dramatic way. So I'm not 100% sure but I feel like, I mean, the fan on this is not going to be nearly as efficient with this boot. And if I don't run the boot, then the housing is exposed. So we have to figure out, I mean, do I run it this way and see if it burns up? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. But let's get it in there and see how it moves air, and we'll go from there. Okay, next problem. So in order to get the snap ring on the headlight to hold the collar, I can't have the boot in the way. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put snap ring in first, clamp it, then put the bulb through the boot, then go through the collar, see if I can twist it on, put the boot on. We'll see. So we'll start with this guy. See if we can line this up, which goes in super easy that way. Now if I can just get the snap ring to cooperate. There we go. Okay, so that is in. We're going to take the bulb and just put it through the boot like so, and then see if we can stick that in the collar and get this all to line up. Which you could definitely make this easier by removing the battery, but I choose to do things the hard way, always. We are all the way spun around. Boot all the way in. I just hope that thing moves air, but we'll find out. And then for this guy, it's just a simple plug it in situation. And that is that. All right, quick little note. Read your instructions. Literally everything I said is what the instructions say. So putting the collar in there first, clipping it in, then the dust cover, then putting the light in, twisting it in. It's all how they showed how to do it. And it does show it with the dust cover. So I don't know, hopefully mine isn't too restrictive. It claims to have some sort of temperature control on it, so we'll see how that goes. We're just gonna run it and hopefully everything goes good. So on camera you can't really tell too much. You can see how smoked these lenses are, but the camera makes them look worse, I promise. This guy, off camera, just looking at it with the naked eye, this one does seem brighter. So we'll take them out and test them, see how they do. But you can hear that little fan going in here. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm gonna let it run for a little bit and just see how hot these get. I don't know how hot the operating temperature is, but yeah, it's definitely, it's working. I mean, it's moving air. I'm not really sure how efficient it should be moving air, but it's moving air, so we'll see. All right, so it's dark out now, and I'm covering the AUXITO so you can see how crazy bright it is compared to my budget light. It's more of a white light, not this blue hue, and just crazy bright, even on camera, but in person, super bright. So I'm gonna cover this side now, and as you can see, just other than not illuminating the passenger side, it doesn't really dim that other light at all. The AUXITO's stupid bright, honestly. Alright, so we're up behind the house here. I've swapped out the other light and just checking out the highs and lows. They're awesome. The lows have no problem jumping through my fog lights, as you can see, and the high beams are throwing light way down the road. I don't have a flat surface to really showcase this, so we're going to go up. This is 400 feet above low beam, and then high beam, and then low beam with fog lights. These lights are pretty awesome. If you look at some of my older videos, I've had expensive lights, and honestly, these things punch way above their weight class. I've been rocking these for about a month, and they're awesome. I've had them on a couple trails. The lighting is killer, honestly. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one, guys. So if you're interested in these lights, check the description. I should have a promo code down there and a link. Also, big shout out to AUXITO for sponsoring this video. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.